Yo, what's up guys, your boy Starter Chip. I'm back with another way to bring some brand new content a brand new way. Here to talk to you about the Boo family deck profile here that I just made not too long ago here. And guys, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. I'm not even going to waste any more times here doing this. So as you can see here, I got a decent amount of red. I have 13 red cards in this deck and I have 37 blue. You don't necessarily, with these red cards you're going to be seeing here, you're not going to necessarily place these cards in your energy area. Some of these cards, well, the Gohan cards you want in the drop, as you can see, you want those two Gohan cards in the drop area, and the Grand Absorption Evil Boo, you want to play that in your energy area. Same thing with Rampant Evil Boo, you want to play that in energy, and also potentially you want this inside your deck / energy as well. But let's go ahead and talk about the leader's effect here at that. So you can't send cards from your drop area to the ward. Automatic, when this card attacks, you draw one. Active main, once per turn, has burst 3 on it. You choose up to one of your energies. You may place that chosen energy in the drop, then you can choose up to one of your Majin Boos cards in your drop area and add it pretty much just put it in rest mode. You get to put it in rest mode. Awaken for life or less. You draw one and tap one energy, which is pretty cool, not bad at all. And then we have pretty much when you awaken, it's pretty much basically the same effects. Basically, sparking 7. Pretty much we attack, draw 1, and it gets a 5k boost, which is making it 20, which is pretty good. That's a really good effect. And then it has active main once per turn, pretty much the same thing as the burst 3 effect, but this is just active main, not bursting. You choose one of your energies again from your drop, from your energy, place it in the drop, choose a boo from your drop area, add it to your energy, allowing you to play the cards you need to play. And so with this deck here, every deck, as I said before, has pros and cons to it. They all have pros and cons. You losing a Majin Buu card, placing it in the drop area, that's not a bad thing. Hand destruction in these Majin Buu cards, hand destruction with this Majin Buu deck is not necessarily a bad thing, because you can get the boos you want back from your drop into your energy, or even you losing your energy is not a bad thing either, because then you can take things you're placing from your energy into the drop and getting it back, so that you can use these things actually to your advantage. So it's a pretty cool card at that. Even if you're untapping energy, you're playing against somebody who has Borgos, or who you're playing against somebody who has Godly Destruction Whis here, they draw 1 and they try to untap an energy, and then you're placing one of your energies in the drop area. That's not necessarily, it could be a bad thing if you're trying to do things here with it, but at the same time you're regaining that right back, regaining some of the cards you want back here technically. So it can work against you, and also it can work with you. I like to say it can work with you. You know what I mean? Just in my opinion, it could be a benefit. If you're smart enough, take advantage of it, use it to your advantage. If your opponent is taking advantage of you with it, you could use that to your advantage. You just got to know what to do with it. But you can't overwhelm with this deck, as you know. You can't overwhelm because you're placing things from the drop, taking things from the drop, putting it in your energy, or vice versa, taking things from the energy, putting it into the drop. You know, getting a Majin Buu from the drop area, placing it in. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and talk about the deck here at that. So as you can see, it have burst attack, Son Gohan, critical for life. Pretty much when you attack, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, you draw 2. You already know what it is. Then I have a Awakening Evil Majin Buu. This is a pretty cool card to put in the deck. You don't necessarily have to do it. You don't have to really do that here, because there are multiple ways you can go into this Evil Absorption Majin Buu. There's multiple ways you can do it. Multiple ways you can do it. Awakening Evil Buu, pretty much you can evolve it on any red Buu if you wanted to. And pretty much has Union Absorption. At that, you place one battle card from your hand underneath his guard, and you choose up the one Majin Buu other than even Awakened Buu with 25 power or more from your deck. You place it on top and you shift your deck afterwards here. So with this, when you absorb, if you absorb a Gohan underneath this, you can absorb a Gohan underneath this deck. Then you can also absorb a pretty much a boo here too if you wanted to. I've seen a lot of people. Well, so far from understand, I didn't say I've seen a lot of people, but I've seen people what they have done. They absorb a Gohan underneath this deck, and they will say declare failed search. Basically, they don't search for the boo and place it on top of it. They don't do that. What they'll do is they'll go use Union Absorb again, because Union, you know what I'm saying, they'll look for another card. So you can look for this boo, Majin Buu Dawn of Rampage, and then place it under there. Then you can place the boo, this Grand Evil Absorption Majin Buu, the Buhan, and place it on top of there, and then you're gaining like what? I'm trying to think. Yeah, pretty much you're gaining barrier with this card right here, double strike if you wanted to, but since you have this one, and his auto fit the skills at that, you gain all his skills. KO a battle card, he takes 2, and that's good. Alright, so Rampant Evil Majin Buu, at that, you pretty much has deflect on it. That's very strong, very, very strong. Deflect is very, very strong. When you play this card, if your leader card is Majin, if your leader card is a Majin, which in case it is, you're going to draw 1, then you choose one of your energies, you're going to untap it, switch it to active mode, then this card gains triple strike 2 at that for the duration of the turn. Really good card. So this could end the game if you wanted to. Really end the game. Miraculous Comeback, Gohan, you already know what it is, double strike. Pretty much you're going to reduce this card in your hand by 4 if you have 3 or less cards besides this one. So this card technically doesn't count when it's in your hand. So you can have 4 cards, you have this card, right? Then you can reduce this by 4, you're playing it by 2 energy. KO a battle card, they're taking 2 life. That's really good. Grand Absorption, Evil Buu. This is another good card, revolving on top of a Gohan if you wanted to, with 6 energy, dual attack, gains all the skills of Gohan. Okay, and it can attack battle cards in that for the duration of the turn. This card can attack battle cards in active mode and gain all the skills of the chosen card. Really good card. I put the Great Saiyaman Sparking 5 in it. You're gonna draw 1. I put this there in the deck no matter what, because you know, more than likely you're gonna have a lot of cards. You're gonna have a decent, at least 5 cards in your drop area. However, another blue super combo card, you can just use a regular super combo card. When you have 4 life or less, you draw 1, and it has 10k power at the end of it. You can still use that too. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and go to the other one. So we have Unadulterated Evil Buu, another good card. When you play this card from your hand, you choose the 1 blue Majin card from your drop area and add it to your hand. Active main. Here's the active main. Choose one of your energies. Your leader card is a Majin card. Choose the 1 blue Majin Buu cards with the energy cost of 3 from your energy area, and you play it. Then you put this card in rest mode. All your Majin Buus, the new Majin Buus, have this, where you're just swapping things out from energy. You're tapping some of your energy to do it, right? Boom, then you're taking that card, placing this card on the field, 3-drop Buu. You already know what Unyielding Spirit Trunks is going to do. Untapping energy at that whenever you're comboing it pretty good. Extend your play, really good, no doubt. So you're going to put this on the field. This is a pretty cool card. This is like, I think this is the go-to with the deck. This and this Prodigious Absorption Majin Buu. This card will be removed from your battle area by your opponent's skills, and you may choose 2 cards from your hand and place them in the drop area instead. Here. So I think this card, that's if a skill is affecting it. So if it gets your opponent's trying to KO this, just take 2 cards from your hand, place them in the drop area. I take it, it doesn't go anywhere, and it's permanent too. So that's every time they're trying to pop it. You know what I mean? Just taking 2 cards from your hand, put them in the drop area. So you're destroying your hand a little bit. However, don't get me wrong, you're regaining some of what you have back anyway. You have an automatic effect. When that card attacks, you choose the 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and place it in the owner's drop at the owner's place. And place it at the bottom of the owner's deck, which is a good active main. Your leader is a Majin card. If you have 3 or more energies, choose 1 Majin Buu card with an energy cost of 4. Basically, the same effect as the other one, with this Majin Buu, this intensifying evil Buu, what you want to do, you can go to this Majin Buu Dawn of Rampage, which is pretty cool, or you can go to this Prodigious Absorption Buu if you wanted to. At that, you can go to those cards here. This let's go ahead and talk about this evil Buu, this Dawn of Rampage Buu. So it has Union Absorb 2 on it. Usually how I go about doing it, Union Absorb, I usually, when I was playing a Gohan, I was playing this card, then I would absorb pretty much a Gohan, you know, at that, and then I would just go ahead and look for this card, right? And you look for this card, and then after you do that, you basically get this Buu and place it on top of that Buu, and then you're at what? You gain barrier. Pretty much, you gain this card. It's going to gain barrier. Grand Absorption Evil Buu is going to gain barrier, right? And pretty much you're going to gain all the skills of this Gohan, and that'll be a really good, very, very good turn here at that. Your opponent ain't popping or doing anything with that card. They're not doing nothing with it at that, unless they have cards that can KO cards that has a barrier, that saying annoying barrier, and it pops it anyway. That's the only way they're going to be able to do all that stuff here. But this can end the game really at that. And also keep in mind with this deck here, you guys, with this, you can pretty much win the game by at least turn, I would say 3, 4, or 5. You know, 3 to 5 turns, you can pretty much win the deck with this. As long as you have Objection here with this deck, I think I put it in there. Yeah, I have Objection with this deck. You want to add cards into your energy. You want to do that because you want to build up, at least you want to build up a decent amount of energy so you're able to do the stuff you need to do at that. So Objection is a good card that you want to pull pretty much on the first hand or so at that, and then you're going to play some couple cards down here in your energy area. But go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go to the Prodigious Absorption Majin Buu. Barrier, when you place this card on the field, when you play this card from your energy, basically when you play it from your energy, then from your drop area, you can play a card underneath that. So you can put a Gohan underneath this if you wanted to. That's what you're going to do anyway. You're not going to worry about this active main effect for Gotens. You're not going to worry about that at all. You're going to absorb a Gohan. That's what you really want to do. After you absorb a Gohan, then you're going to activate his active main effect afterwards. And then what you're going to do is you can grab either actually this Grand Evil Absorption Majin Buu. It's another way you can do it, but it won't have barrier under it. You know what I'm saying? Or you can absorb this Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu. But not absorb it, you can play this instead. So you're playing a 7-drop card here at that. That's all it's saying. It's just allowing you to play a 7-drop. So you can go into your Evil Absorption Majin Buu. You can go into your Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu if you want to. Or you can go into this Ultimate Evil Buu. Technically speaking, you don't want to necessarily do that because you have to evolve this card. That's what you're going to really do with this Ultimate Evil Majin Buu. You want to absorb a card with it. And like you already know what it is. You guys already know how powerful it is. It's some pretty much powerful stuff. So you pretty much with this Ultimate Evil Buu, you're gonna pretty much place this over a 5 or more. So you're gonna place it over. You can place it over this one, right? Or you can place it over this one or this one. At that, there are multiple ways you can pretty much switch things up. Or this 5 or more, pretty much at that. And then you're gonna place 2 cards in your hand in the drop area. You know, just use 1 blue energy. Swing with the previous card that you have on top. Doesn't matter what it is. What are the previous Buus? Then you know, evolve it on top of that. This right here can end the game if you really want to. At that, this Kid Buu can end the game. Really good card. Very powerful stuff. And pretty much this Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu. Pretty good card at that. Another one, Triple Strike. And when this card is played from your energy, you choose up to one of your battle cards in your drop area and place it under this card. Then you choose up to one of your blue energies and switch into active mode, which is really good. A pretty good thing at that. Really, really good thing. I mean, it's giving you a lot of energy support with this deck at that. It really does. Then it says auto once per turn. When this card is attack if there is a Sun Gohan Adolescence card placed under this card. Right? You choose up to one of your opponent's battle. You choose up to one. Yeah. If you have a Gohan underneath the card, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it under this card. Then you switch it to active mode, and it's automatic once per turn. So it's swinging. It has dual attack. It has a conditional dual attack on it, so it's swinging at least twice on it, which is really good. That's pretty good. And like this can end the game if you really wanted to make it end that. You know what I mean? Just don't have barrier on it, but hey, it can end that. Now, Boo, make you a cookie, basically negate the attack. If your leader is a Majin Buu, you may place one card from your hand in the drop area. If you do so, you choose one of your Majin Boos you have in your field, and you choose one of your opponent's cards with an energy cost of 3 less, and you place it under the chosen Boo. Really good stuff that can really help you out, but it's very strategic. I use that strategically, depends on who you play. Dawn of Evil, you activate this card, you can't activate Dawn of Evil for the duration of turn. Basically, your leader, your leader is going to be a Majin no matter what. Look at the top 10 card of your deck, choosing one blue Majin Buu card with energy cost of 3 or less among them and adding it to your hand. Then you're shuffling your deck. If you add that card to your hand, you're untapping at least one energy at that. So that's helping you out with playing that 3 or less Buu, which is going to be this one here, this Majin Buu Intensifying Evil, which is really, really good. That's really, really good. Spirit Sword, another good card. In my opinion, leader is blue. This is a blue leader. Negates attack. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 2 less, returning it to his hand. That's really good. However, they can combo with that card if they need to be, or at least want it to be, depending on what it is. Ejection, you know what it is. Taking one card from your hand, placing your energy. You want to build up energy with the deck. And bringing back Boo. This is another pretty cool card. Sparking 10. Just make sure you have at least 10 cards in your drop area in order for this to work. Your leader's Majin, you're gonna, if you have 5 or more energies, you choose one blue Majin Buu card with an energy cost of 4 or less, or a red Buu from your energy area, and you play it. Okay, if you played a card, choose up to one battle card in your drop area and place it under the card you played, which is pretty good here. So one red card of that, one red. That's actually really, really good. So with that, bringing Boo back, you can play, if you wanted to, you can play this Grand Evil Zorcha Majin Buu and play a card underneath it if you wanted to. Because it's saying play a card underneath it. You can play this Gohan underneath it if you want that. That's in your energy area. Or you can play, instead, you can play this Rampant Evil Buu at that. It has deflect on it, so counterplay ain't working. It ain't gonna play against that. So, or you can play this one too if you wanted to. That's the 5-drop Buu. Play that, absorb, Gohan, or declare a fair spell search. I think you can do that and look for another Buu. Then look for this Buu. Put it on top of him. Boom. This has barrier on it. Gains all his Gohan's skills. Dual attack. Double strike. When you KO a battle card, inflecting 2. Very powerful stuff. Very, 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 really powerful stuff. And here's the sideboard that I put here with the deck as well. That can be pretty helpful. You have Monaka there. Double strike. Drawing 1 card. And you have a Majin Buu. Pretty much has burst 3 on it. I forgot what it does. Sensu Bean, you already know what it is. Mercenary Tau. This works against green and yellow leaders here. I forgot how it works. They have to discard 3 cards to the warp, which is pretty cool. This is pretty much the sideboard of that. I mean, you can go ahead and look and research that, but that's pretty much it. That's the deck, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace.